Swamiji, please discuss divine pain. Really speaking, do you trust me? Actually, life is nothing but pain. Because we are not so sensitive, because we are hypnotized, and we are so much occupied running after the pleasures and joys. That is why we never become aware that life is painful. To be is to be painful. Buddha main teaching was Jivan dukh hai. Life is a pain. Now, if you turn this into self-discovery, to find out who you are, why you are here, what you are doing, then it is divine. The same pain you are going through will become creative. It depends on you. It is an attitude. If you go on living in the pain unconsciously, then it is one thing, which everybody is just doing. Pain is there, but you go through this pain, and if you discover yourself, who you are, what you are, then you will understand that why life is painful. And you have turned the whole thing because of changing the attitude, you have turned it into divineness. Anything, if lived unconsciously, it is destructive. The same pain, the same situation, if you live it consciously, it will become a constructive and creative phenomenon. It depends on you. And the master is one, the guru is one who teaches you how to become conscious. He will not tell you to renounce this or that. If he is telling you renounce this, renounce this, renounce this, then he is not a real teacher. He will tell you how to live moment to moment without avoiding, living totally, happily, joyously, and remaining aware and conscious. What it means to become conscious? Pain is there. In each case, pain is there. When you fall in love, Sada, now you are, I think, more than 50, maybe. Yeah. You have seen many atoms, many seasons, many winters and many summers. When you start loving someone, you fall in love. What is your experience? When you fall in love, you are hoping that you will be really happy. But the case is not the same. Ajay, it does not mean that don't fall in love. It does not mean fall in love. Why not again and again? Ajay, then it is a divine pain. It will deliver you the message. When you fall in love with someone, actually, you are basically waiting for the message to receive. Each situation, each pain, each suffering has its own message to deliver you. It is a courier. Don't refuse it. If you refuse, then you are a coward. Then you will born again and again and again. Go through. Don't be afraid. Whatsoever is, don't be afraid. You are entering into divinity. Because when you enter, maybe the signboard is promising many things. That signboard is made by smart agencies. But when you enter, it is nothing but pain. It is totally empty. Delivers nothing. But enter. Don't be afraid. Enter. But when you enter, don't be blind. Don't get hypnotized. Remain alert, aware. Don't complain. Don't fight. Just see what is what. Just see. You will go through pain, and that pain will become divine pain because ultimately you will enter into divinity. When you discover who you are, you have already entered. Allow. That is why Tanmayo is experienced now. She comes to me and I see the pain on her face. She is weeping just now. So when she comes to me, I ask, then I say, okay, enjoy. If you learn how to enjoy the pain, you will transcend. Guaranteed. I can give certificate. But for this I can give certificate. Guaranteed, promise. This is a promise. Don't avoid. Don't fool yourself. See, whatsoever is there, whatsoever, you have no control. Do you have any control? Now you lived 50 years or 60 years or 30 years or 40 years. Just look back. Can you control anything? Any damn thing. You even cannot control your smoking. Ho jaye? You try hard, but you fail. You cannot control your thoughts. You cannot control your emotions. You cannot control your jealousy, your anger, your possessiveness, whatsoever. You cannot control your joy, your happiness. And I am saying, what is the need to control? See, now, when I say, ho jaye, you control your laughter. That much you can do. But that ultimately you cannot win. If you are with me for 10 days, if you really decide that you will not laugh, but you will forget. A moment will be there in 10 days when you forget and you are laughing. Osho once said, I am against all control, even self-control. It does not mean he is teaching indulgence. He is not teaching that. Who is going to control? And what? You want to control your thoughts, your emotion, your sexuality, your love. Maybe you are able when you have energy, you are young. Maybe you may become able to control certain things, but how long? The moment one is sexually mature, at the age of 13, 14, 15, it starts. Maybe he starts that sex is a very bad thing. We create the spirit in the brain of the child, teaching certain things. This is bad, this is bad. When a moment comes and he has to live, he cannot live because it is bad. Without experiencing, he knows in the first hand that it is bad. How it is bad? How you can decide what is bad, what is good? What is good for me may be bad for you. What is bad for you may not be bad for anybody else. It is a just definition, justification for the convenience. Hitler killed millions of people. Yeah. And he is called criminal, the greatest criminal. Many people he killed, million people he killed. Suppose somebody would have killed him when he was child, then he was criminal. But actually, he would have done a good job. He would have saved millions of people to die. So you cannot say, you cannot decide what is right, what is wrong. So then, actually what is right? Not control. It does not mean indulge. It does not mean that. Because when you are trying to control, who is trying to control? The ego. And ego is important, I tell you. It shows that I am so and so. Always asserts, but it has no power at all. When the moment will come, ego will disappear. When the thing has happened, it comes back and starts justifying why you have did it, you have done wrong. Will start feeling guilty. If you become aware, that is what you can do. And actually it is not a doing. Actually it is not a doing. It is a remembering. Just remember I am. The moment you remember I am, you stay in I am. The moment you stay in I am, you are just a witness whatsoever is. You are neither for nor against. You are not trying to control. You are not doing anything. You are just watching. You are just witnessing. You are just allowing it to be projected in your consciousness. It appears and it disappears. But all the time, ego struggles. It wants to avoid the pain and it wants pleasure. If you use your brain a little, you can see yourself how things are. You fail 10 times. You want to control your boyfriend's spouse, just for example. And you are not able to control. Then why don't you give up? No, you don't give up. What do? You start complaining. You start becoming angry. Why you are angry? Because you wanted to control and you are not able to control. You become angry. When you become angry, either you destroy the other or you start destroying yourself. Isn't it? Because when the energy is there, it cannot go waste. It will do its job. When these things are happening inside you, outside you, can you remember that you have to watch? Just remember in the beginning, when the habit is there, then this will be automatic. Just be watchful. Just remember and see and watch and be witness. And you are turning everything into divinity. You are creating a path which goes towards divinity. And the moment you arrive, all the pain will disappear. As if nothing has happened. As I told you in the previous 40-day meditation camp, that there are 5 levels of consciousness. If you see in people, you will see 5 types of consciousness they have. The first type, he is always complaining, throwing the blame to the others, saying, because of you I am suffering. He is complaining. He is making the other responsible. His famous slogan is, you are responsible. Or I am not responsible. But if this type of consciousness grows a little, then the second type. Then he starts seeing, no, you are also responsible. I am also responsible. It was your mistake, it was my mistake. If he grows a little more, then third kind of consciousness. He starts seeing that whatsoever is happening, it is because of my fault. I am responsible. But if one goes a little more higher, then what is the experience? The experience is that everything is just happening. Nobody is doing anything. That is what I teach again and again. I say, everything is just happening. Now breath is coming, going, coming, going, coming, going. It is happening, isn't it? And because breath coming and going, the actions are happening. If there is no breath, there will be no action. Even thoughts are moving, even the brain is working. It is working because of the breath, not because of me. Who is this me? There is no me at all. It is a myth. It is a dream. It is a shadow. It appears, but it is not. In the fourth state of consciousness, you will see everything is happening. When you sleep in the night, you go to bed. The sleep comes or you do something. You try and there will be no sleep at all. It comes, it happens. When you wake up in the morning, you do something. It happens. Everything is happening. If you don't have eyes, you cannot see. The eyes are seeing. It is a happening. Listening is a happening. Walking is a happening. Talking is a happening. Who the hell is there who wants to control? It is just functional. But you are so habitual that you start believing that this is me. Show me that me. Where is that me? There is no me actually. Actually, there is no me. Even if you go a little more higher, transcend this fourth stage also, and it can be transcended. If you start seeing things that they are happening, the rain is happening, the heart is happening, the cold is happening, everything is just happening. You are just responding, and that responding is also happening. You cannot stop. If you decide that I will not wake up when you sleep, if you decide that I will not wake up for 4 days, will it happen? Raja? Mind should be used in this way of thinking. You must think in this way. If you decide, which you can do, I think, if you like, that I will not eat for 6 months, then what will happen? You are also gone. There is no doer. Things are happening. But if you go a little more higher, then what is the situation? You will see nothing has ever happened. Whatsoever you've gone through, it was like a dream, as if you have seen a dream. The whole life of 60 years, 70 years, unpleasant, suffering, painful, torturing, everything will evaporate from your memory. You will be just laughing and laughing. Or maybe if you are serious, you may be smiling, not laughing. See, I smile. There is a state of consciousness. In that state of consciousness, I disappears, me disappears. Even whom disappears, emness disappears. I tell you, even isness disappears. It becomes so thin that one is not aware at all. And that is the perfect state, absolute state. In that state, when you look around, you ask yourself whether it is true or it is a dream. Everything becomes a dreaming. Now it is a dream that we organized a 10-day camp, worked hard, arranged it, and now doing it, and after 5 days it is over. When we return home, we see whether we saw a dream or we did something. It appears exactly like this, that it was like a dream. The whole life of pain, of suffering, or of so-called joy and happiness, of pleasures, disappears like this. Just now you are very serious. Whatsoever you see, it is true to you. Then it becomes a dream to you. It is a dreaming. And what dream means? Which appears but is not. In dream, you may become a millionaire or a beggar, but when you wake up, what you are? A millionaire or a beggar are same as before. You are same as before. Total All sadhana, practice, meditation is to reach this point. But we are stuck at the first, second, and third level. Mostly people are stuck that you are responsible, you are wrong. That is the first level. Mostly people are stuck, even seekers, even sadhak. When people come to 10-day retreat or 40-day retreat, they have this kind of tendency. This is not right, that is not right. This should be like this. Suppose we start accepting whatever everyone is saying, then there will be no retreat at all. Nothing can be perfect and according to you. You understand? It is not possible. This is the first level of consciousness, and many people are stuck there. The Blessed One go little up. Maybe then I see the genuine people will start realizing, they start seeing mistake in themselves. But then they start condemning themselves. That is the bad thing. There is no need to condemn. See, whatsoever you are going through, basically you are the reason, not the other. Whatsoever I am telling you, Tanmaya, suppose something happens and you are totally convinced that you are not responsible. But the fact is you are responsible, that's all. And if you want to grow, you have to understand this. If you are too much stubborn, you will stuck there. But how long you will stuck there? Maybe 2 years, 3 years, 5 years. Ultimately, you have to drop the idea and you have to start seeing the fault in you. And the moment you start seeing fault in you, you can do something with it. Because it is here. It is not, you cannot change anybody. But if you like, you can change yourself. And the moment you see, really, immediately you will start changing. And this will happen, you will not do anything. This will happen instantly. Because when you become aware that is the path you are walking and there is shit, you will not keep your feet on the shit. You will go sideways. If you are keeping again and again your feet on the shit, it simply means you are not seeing it. How is it possible that you see a door and you try to go out from a wall? Do you do that? If you go through the wall, it simply means you are not seeing the wall. It is so simple. By the way, if you walking through the wall and then your head, boom, it simply means you don't see. If you see, then you will go through the door. So, my beloved Sada, please discuss divine pain. Pain is just pain, but pain can bring you to the divine. If you like, you call it divine pain because it has brought you. Otherwise, pain is just pain. But you can make use of it and go to the doors of divine. Thank you very much for the question. You know, at least I have some trigger. If you don't ask, I don't have any trigger. Ho jaya by the time. Yes, sir. Please keep like this. Yeah.
Yeah. How does one
It's okay, okay. Yeah.
it is unconscious?
Ah, give it. You asked this before also. I remember this question. You asked me. You asked in Pune. See, if you are not sure it is going to be unconscious, if you are asking, it simply means it is unconscious. It simply means it is coming from the confused mind. When the light is on and you have eyes also, do you ask, where is the table? Table is a so big thing. When the light is on and you have eyes, you can see even an ant. And you are asking for the table. You're not getting me? हो जाए? The very asking shows, my dear, that you don't see. Otherwise, there should be no question at all of this sort. You are asking how to know whether whatsoever I am doing it totally or it is unconsciously. This is your question, isn't it? It is unconscious. हो जाए? But don't condemn. If it is unconscious, so what? This is the real problem, you know. You have got the idea that whatsoever you do, it must be total. Now that idea is hitting you or hunting you. That idea is hunting you, पीछा कर रहा है, isn't it? That is how we catch up things without understanding them. Now you want to test the totality. You want to test the totality. The moment you do it total, you will see you are more conscious. You want to test? Tell me yes or no. Sure? पक्का? जैसा मैं कहूंगा वैसा करना पड़ेगा. When I say put your total energy, you don't put. When I say come in time, you don't come in time. So what it means? You are total and you are not coming. I said many times that you people should reach before me 5 minutes. Many people come late and you are the first one in them. Why you are late all the time? You are wake up or sleepy. Once in a while this can happen. I say certain things, you people do certain things. You follow you, not me. Mind cannot overcome mind, remember well. You are unable to transcend yourself. When you are unable to transcend yourself, then why you don't give up? Why don't you surrender? Why don't you follow someone whom you trust? In your favor, not in my favor. It is because of unconscious. And what is unconscious? Thoughts are moving and moving and moving like a fan, and that too on full speed. A fan can be on number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5, full. It is on the full. And you are involved in the thoughts. You are enjoying or maybe hating your thoughts. They are consuming your whole energy, making you unconscious. A unconscious person, how he can be total? Whatever you have, you don't put it on the stake. You are lukewarm, half-half. That is why there is no result. And this is not the actual problem you are asking and I am talking. You ask a question and you think it is a valid question, very significant value. Your problem is something different, which you never ask. You ask a spiritual question and you get a spiritual answer. But nothing is transformed because your actual problem is something different. Now, what is your problem? Shall I tell you openly? Shall I tell you? See, are you listening to me? See, you are very much hurt. Someone has wounded you, hurt you. And there is a lot of pain inside you. You don't want to face. That is why you have become a great meditator, a great spiritualist. All the time you are asking spiritual questions, but they are just for asking. You should get healed from that very wound first. Otherwise, there will be no journey. And here, there is only waiting. Suppose I know, but I can't do anything. I cannot help you if you don't want to help yourself. You don't want to help yourself, that is why you don't ask the right question. You don't show the right problem. What is your problem? People come, they have sex problem. They don't have girlfriend. And they ask very spiritual question. How to meditate? I am not able to concentrate. I cannot control my mind. How to control mind? Fuck you. Your problem is sex. And you are asking how to control the mind. You should be healthy in other area. Only then the spiritual journey can go like a train. It is waiting on the station, getting late and late and late and late. I have started seeing to few people, I see no progress. In few people I see lot progress. Then I was amazed why these people are not progressing up and stuck there. Then slowly I start seeing what is the real problem. People come, they ask question. Then I start asking question instead of answering them. Then they start hiding or telling me lies. So I pass my time, they pass their time. Both are happy. हो जाए? For me it is a Leela. If you don't want to grow, I am not losing anything. But if you are serious, I will be with you. You will see me. I am with you. I can go any far. I ask many questions, but people hide. I'm not talking about you. Don't take it personally. Even if you take, I don't mind. I know something is wrong. Now I immediately can see that something is wrong. The person is cheating himself. So if one is enjoying cheating himself, I don't come in the way. But if you really want to help yourself, you will find me there. First, you have to see what is wrong, why you cannot be total. Don't ask how I can be total. Don't ask for the method. Find the fault, find the reason. Where is the mistake? And mistake is somewhere else. Something in the past, something happened to you which has a great impact on your psyche. It should be brought into the light. What was that? It should be discussed, and then one should find the way. Then a moment will come, you can ask Swamiji how to move on the spiritual path. Then it is more valid. Why that? See, in a way, it is okay. For me, it is okay. I am reading something from Upanishads. But Upanishads are that high and you are. There is no bridge. There should be some bridge. I enjoy talking. I was talking and talking. I was really enjoying. I was telling people, you are not the body. Then after 10 years, I came to know that they never register at all. Still I talk. Still I talk. Because that seed must be sown in you that you are not the body. It may take 10 years to sprout, 15 years, 20 years. But today we have to sow. If I don't sow, then it will be never. So it does not mean whether you are registering or not, but I know what I am doing. But then slowly I came to know where are the problems. Now I see in many, where is the problem? But I am helpless. In the sense, I cannot do any surgery if you don't allow me to do that surgery as a surgeon. And it is more painful work than a surgeon. When you go to a surgeon, you may be afraid, but some hope that you may survive, then you sign the paper, okay, doctor, you understand? So when you people come, I must have some oath paper. You should sign. The real problem is something else. That is why you will ask the same question again and again. Suppose you are not total, so what? The moon still will be shining. The sun will be rising. So what? Accept your unconsciousness. That's all. Don't avoid. Live the pain of unconsciousness. So what? You are unconscious, so unconscious. But this should be in awareness also. One is helpless, so one is helpless, so what? Fight will not solve the problem. The struggle will not solve the problem. The struggle should be very different. And that is here. See, through self-effort and self-knowledge, make the mind know mind. He is talking to make the mind no mind, and that too through self effort. And what is that self effort? This much is the self effort that remember again and again that you are. Just start from here. Simply start. Something wrong?
I thought about when you were saying everything doesn't happen. So is self-remembering also a happening? Because it is not my experience. If you want to remember yourself, you have to do a lot of effort for it. Because you are unconscious. And to come out of unconsciousness, you have to be very dedicated. And I don't have a feeling this is just a habit, because it is a lot of work.
Yeah.
So there is contradiction there.
No, there is no contradiction, Kika. You are very right. Everything is happening but not self-remembering. हो जाए? It needs effort. That is the only area which needs effort. That is why that was my total talk yesterday in Hindi. Isn't it? That is the only area where you can really show that you can do the total effort or the effort. That is not at all a happening. Here you can do something, then why not do it? That is what I was suggesting. That if you want to become a doer, then become the doer of self-remembering. It is very, very arduous, not difficult. It is neither impossible, it is arduous to remember oneself. But if you don't start, then so you must start persistently, persistently. Do whatever you can do and leave the fruit to Him. Fruit is not in your hand. You can sow the seed, you can water it daily, you can take care, you can put manure, but nothing is in your hand. It will take its own time. One day it is going to sprout. The result will come definitely, but don't look for it. Because when you are waiting for the result, you are impatient. That is not good. Just do the needful. Enjoy the very doing. And what is that? That is to remember oneself. This is no contradiction. I never said that it is a happening. But there is one guy, his name is Ramesh Balsekar. He is teaching only this, that if it is the will of the God, then you will remember yourself. I don't agree at all. Don't agree. Though I tell you he is right. He is not wrong. I tell you, he is very right. He is not at all wrong. But what he is suggesting to seekers is not right at all. A seeker should be mad, should put his total energy and effort. It should be his first priority to remember oneself. But result comes. It has to come. It is the law. It never goes waste. Anything you do which is not self-remembering, it never brings any fruit. It goes waste. But if you do self-remembering, it never goes waste. But it is not happening at all. It is an arduous journey of the effort. through self-effort and self-knowledge. What is self-knowledge? About yourself. This is also self-knowledge. वो कहाँ है पेपर शिवम? उधर चला गया? I was reading in the morning in Hindi. I'm not the mind, I am not the body, I'm not the this, I'm not this, I'm not this. It was 6 verses. This is also part of self-knowledge. And there is a lot more. First you need the map and then you have to travel. Map is not the road on which you travel. Map is just a map. You need some information, that is knowledge about yourself, but then through self-effort, you have to complete the journey. If you believe in destiny, okay, then believe, be happy, no problem. Then forget that you are a seeker. If it is the will of God, it will happen. If it is the will of God that you have to do sadhana, you will do sadhana. If it is the will of God that you have to attend 10-day meditation retreat of Swami Chaitanya Bharti, it will happen. Things like that. Sadhana, you have to do. Now this Ramesh Balsekar is the disciple of Nisargadatta Maharaj. Maharaj never said anything that if it is your destiny, it will happen. And he is a disciple. He has his own free teaching, not telling with his master. He has his own freedom, everybody has his freedom. Maharaj never told. The word destiny is a right understanding when you arrive. Then you know what is destiny and how things are happening. It is something then only when you arrive. But on the way, you have to put your total effort, my dear. Through self-effort and self-knowledge, make the mind, no mind. This we will talk tomorrow. Okay?
Shanti.